Hey guys, before the video starts, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the recent support on my last video. It did much better than almost any video on my channel has ever done before, and it really warms my heart that people actually care to watch my content. If you, while watching this video, if you do like it, please consider subscribing. I do want to at least try to do some decent YouTube work before I go into university, so it would be very greatly appreciated if you would subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, at least leave a like. It lets me know if you like the content. And if you have any problems, if you want to talk about anything about the video, please leave it in the comments. I'll try my best to respond. And as always, enjoy the video. Hey guys, what's up? And today we're going to be doing a race tier list for PvE based on what race I believe would be the best to play with. Now, we're going to start with the first race as Stella. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the race where when under 25% of your maximum HP, your damage increases. And then you unlock, I believe, it's Hyper Rage at level 35, if I'm not mistaken. However, I'm going to be completely honest. I think this goes into meh tier, because getting that low already is very risky, in my opinion. It also doesn't really synergize well with a lot of other classes in the game, in my honest opinion. So yeah, the damage is good. Like, I feel like any class would love a damage increase, but at the same time, getting that low with any class, unless you have a way of healing yourself almost back to full, then I don't really see that as a viable way. But even then, when you heal yourself back to full, it most likely will just keep you at, it won't give you the damage buff anymore. And I don't think Hyper Rage is that good of an ability. To be fair, it is the most common race after all, so yeah. Next one, which one was this? I believe this one was Nissan. Yeah, there we go. This one gives you full energy, but sacrificing 5 HP, I believe. Or not, maybe not a 5 HP, maybe it's a percentage, but even then, that is one of the best races. Like, short circuit is one of the best abilities in the game. Oh, hands down. Giving yourself full energy at the beginning of a fight is ridiculous. For a little bit of HP loss is ridiculous. And then it also gives you the ability to like be more proficient with like magic and fire damage as well, I believe. Which again, when some of the best classes in the game are mages, it's really hard not to pick this class. It synergizes so well with Necromancer and not Creationist. What am I saying? Elementalist. It synergizes basically perfectly with them. It's amazing. And I believe they get their racial ability at level 30 as well, so it's actually pretty low compared to other races. Next one, I believe, is, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Stolfit. I think it's Stoltuffs, I believe these are called. Yeah, these are called Stoltuffs, I believe. And now they get focus step, which increases their speed for 3 turns, which is, this would be a very good like rogue or assassin class based thing, since rogues and assassins tend to sacrifice HP for more dodging and damage. And then I believe they also get another ability called Vanishing Drive, which increases their speed. Oh wait, no, you unlock it at level. Yeah, they unlock a new skill called Vanishing Drive, which just lets them dash forward. I'm gonna say this is meh. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is meh as well. I mean, the movement outside, like when you get to dash forward and it gives you extra movement outside of battles, is pretty good. But I do not think that giving people a little bit extra speed at the beginning is very good either. Its stat allocation is okay though. I mean, I should have probably talked about the stat allocation for everything else as well. So these get Stellas get 1.3% ranged and physical damage, which isn't terrible, but there aren't really classes besides mages that use ranged damage, so it doesn't really make any sense for them to have ranged damage. I mean, actually no, now that I'm thinking about it, nah, that doesn't really make, yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but again, I still don't think this is really that good of a, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might put this in terrible. Yeah, I think this one would probably be much better. And then Nissan's get 2.7% range damage, plus 2.7% range damage, which is again ridiculous because these work literally perfectly with mages, which are some of the best solo classes in the game. So yeah, that also helps them. Next is, I think this is Venery, I believe. Yeah, this is Venery. It performs better with money apparently. At level 5, oh wait, yeah, no, this is good. Yeah, this is a very good race. I forgot. Burst trap alone. It places a trap like in front of the player. It's like, and then whenever a mob attacks the player, they'll be forced to take like 40 plus damage, and that at the beginning of the game, that is really good. Like really stupidly good. And even late game, that's really good because being able to do extra damage not on your turn is it's always a good plus. And I believe at level 15 they get potion quaffer, so it basically reduces toxicities from potions drank in battle, which means I don't know exactly what that does, but maybe I'm pretty sure it just means they can probably drink more potions during the battle, which again is really good because some potions are kind of ridiculous. And then I believe they have ability which consumes 5 to 10% of their gold at random to gain random stat buff based on how much gold was consumed. They also have, I believe it's a skill. It costs like, it's a 10 turn cooldown, lasts for 4 turns, but it randomly consumes gold, and depending on how much gold it consumes, it increases its day. Overall, if you're like early game, I would not really use that ability, but late game, since if you're level 40 and you have no use for cash anymore, I think it's a really solid ability to use. Oh yeah, and it also does 1.3% physical damage, which is pretty bad considering both of these do that as well, but the ratio abilities just make this one a lot better in my opinion. Next is Draga, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It receives lifesteal on critical attacks, and it gets and when killing an enemy, it gets a small buff for the rest of the battle, which a lot of classes have that. So adding that on top of the classes as well is pretty good. And then I believe it also has Illusion Cage, which it can be placed to everyone except, and then stuns for 2 turns on anything that tries to use an attack on it, which again is very good. So I'm probably gonna put that above this one. Yeah, probably. The fact that this race is this race is just so ridiculous with its modifiers, and then also its abilities too, is just, I just do not think it's, the fact that this is pretty common too is ridiculous. But back on topic, at level 25 it gets enhanced bloodlust, which gains more benefits from the blood of your enemies. I think that means when you kill something, when you kill something, it deals the buff is increased by quite a bit, and that's at level 10. So farming higher level mobs actually farming solo PVE higher level mobs won't be as hard anymore for you, which is also nice. My bad, that's level enhanced bloodlust is level 25, my mistake. And then at level 35 it gets blood shards. Now this skill is ridiculous. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but this skill was supposed to be given to I believe it was Impaler. Like, this was the old Impaler skill, if I'm not mistaken. And it applies, so this class works very well with Impaler, just because of the blood shard ability, and then killing things increases your, it works very well. And I know a lot of people with this race, and that the damage it has is ridiculous. It also deals 1.3% range damage, which works again very well with Impaler because 2 of its attacks are ranged and AoE. So yeah, very good nonetheless. Now, Vastian, I'm probably gonna put in S tier. I'm gonna be real. That's not above this one, but I'm definitely gonna keep it in S tier. Having the ability at level 5 to summon something is ridiculous. Like, it makes battles so much easier having 2 things on the field instead of 1. It's having a summon in general makes your class a lot better in my opinion. That's just my opinion though. At level, it's called Self. It's level 5 ability. It doesn't start with a ratio ability. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I believe it also gets increased jump height and increased movement speed as well. But because I play the race and I'm much faster than a lot of my friends, even with the same amount of speed, and I jump a lot higher too. And at level 20, we get Spirit Caller, which just buffs your summons even more. So this class works very well with both Dark Wraith and Necromancer. It goes in tandem pretty nicely with both of them. But I'd recommend going Necromancer with this one more than Dark Wraith, because having 2 summons is always just naturally better. And then at level 40, you get a move called Spirit Awakening, which, in my opinion, this is what lets this be so high on the list. Because if it only had like Summon the Sylph, I'd probably put it in like here most likely, because this one just like gains buffs from just killing enemies, which a lot of super classes gain as well. So just the buff stacks super hard and they just hit much harder. This one has the Trap, which is like a summon, but it deals damage whenever something attacks this. Even if this person dodges or blocks, they take like 40 damage, which is still ridiculous. But Spirit Caller, I believe it buffs both your spirits, yourself. It does cost 4 though, but at the same time, it's much worth it. It buffs your strength by an absolute like ungodly amount, and I believe it also, I think if I'm not mistaken, it also does grant healing a little bit as well when you have it activated. I might be wrong though, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, no, the buffs on the Spirit are also ridiculous too. Like the Spirit does like almost double the damage when you have this thing activate this ability. So in total, I do think this class works pretty well with mage classes due to the fact that the Sylph scales off of Arcana, but it can go with any class basically. Like at the beginning, it's a very good progressing class. But if you want long term effects, go like a mage class for that Sylph, or you could go like a really damaging class like Berserker or Impaler and then activate Spirit Awaken, and then just absolutely shred the entire battlefield. It's amazing. Next one, this one. What's the name? Oh no. Next one, if I'm not mistaken, is Dominus. Yeah, Dominus. I'm gonna honestly, its racial ability isn't like it's passive. It when under 25% of your maximum HP, you get a small passive regen per turn. And apparently it also translates Yarthril stuff to English, which is pretty interesting, but I don't really care about that. And then you activate its racial ability is it basically it gives it a medium passive. It's a target a medium passive regen for 3 turns. And it also starts with 4 lives, but if you're playing but most people play legendary in hard mode anyway, so that does not matter. Now, I'm gonna be fully honest when I say this. I feel like this race is a little overhyped. Like it doesn't even have any like physical or like range buffs or magic buffs or anything like that. My friends say it's really good, but I'm gonna be honest, I think this is okay. The healing is good, and again, I should probably clarify, this is talking about solo, by the way. So it can heal, it heals itself, which is good on its own. But the healing that it scales up, the healing that you gain, is not honestly that good. Like my friend like healed me for like 15 HP, and then it gave me a passive regen of like 2 HP per turn, which is not terrible, but I feel like the amount of like versatility these races here have at the top make up for it pretty hard. Like actually even this, I'm gonna put this one here. Like even this race, which I believe is the Corvallis, I believe is what you pronounce it as, yeah. And then it basically, this one is, yeah, oh man, I'm gonna have to put this in. I hate how we don't have any like really terrible classes down here, but like most of the class, like the rare classes are all up, except this one, except you. You're like the second most common race in the game, or third most common, and you're up here. So yeah, congratulations. Its racial ability, Cast Amplify, it empowers magic, holy, and dark attacks, and by increasing their damage by 25% for 3 turns. Which is, if you use any magic attacks, dark attacks, or holy attacks, it does 25% more damage, and it only costs 2. It also has the similar ability. It also has the ability to gain 2 energy instead of 1 at the start of your turn, which would be better than this. But this one gives you almost max energy for like for like 1 cost. It's honestly ridiculous, or 2 cost. It's amazing. But yeah, no, this one's definitely higher than Vastian. And then you can obtain I believe you can obtain class skills 3 levels earlier with this too, so progressing is a lot easier. And at level 40 you get Arcane Ritual, which is one of the best skills in the game. It literally is an AoE buff that lasts for like 4, I believe it lasts for, how long does it last for? Shoot. I don't know exactly how long it lasts for, but it costs 3 energy. I know it lasts for a long time because it stays up for most of the fight against Yarthro. And it gains plus 2.7 range damage, which is 2.7% range damage, which is really, it's the same thing as this one. And like I said before, the fact that mages are the best classes in the game kind of helps propel these two up more. And yeah, no, the fact that it has high energy, these both have high energy gain. This one does it is also probably the best class to go it's also one of the best races to go if you're going Saint, because Arcane Ritual also increases the health gain from allies. So if you have Arcane Ritual up and you heal an ally, the life gain also goes up. But we're talking about solo, so that doesn't really matter right now. But it's a good note to have. And last one I believe is Dullahan. Yeah, it's Dullahan. Its first passive is it has +1 life, so same as it literally has the same ability as this one, which already, so yeah, that's whatever. It gains plus 14% more essence gain, which I'm assuming, yeah, everyone knows what essence gain is, like that, where like as you need a bunch of essence to level up from level 1 to 40. So I'm assuming no one needs any clarification on that. And it does have a fire resistance, but we don't know how much. I don't know how much exactly fire resistance it has. However, it does not have any like additional damage that it does with like it doesn't have like 1.3% physical or range damage or magical damage. It does not matter. Now, its racial abilities are very good. Its first racial ability is called Ghost Flame, which throws a ball of fire at an opponent from your head. It deals low damage and implies Ghost Flame, which does 5% damage to the opponent. It does 5% of the person's HP and lasts for 3 turns. It's literally, I don't think anything else in the game that I know of has like this special burn type. So it's literally the only class with this, or it's the only thing in the game that can apply this special type of burn. It also has like another ability, which is Lifeless Skull, which fires a projectile at the enemy that does high damage. It has a chance to apply it has a chance to apply the Ghost Flame, and you unlock that one at level 30, of course. But I'm probably gonna put this one at the top of good. At the top of good, just because. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna change these two around. I think Vastian is good, but the burn damage from this is ridiculous. Like it Like you could just apply Ghost Flame to one a target and then attack the incomplete other and attack the other. Actually, no, I'm swapping these two around. I forget the summon is just and the summon and the final ability are just way too good. So yeah, this is my honest tier list. This is my personal tier list. Again, this could be subject to change when the game updates in the future or when new races come in join the game. So yeah, honestly, I think this is a pretty good tier list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys.